It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. First down, a run with Barkley. Along this sideline inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. They're going to run with Barkley. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect...
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Forced out to his right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Azeez Ojulari getting there for the tackle. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Running back sent in motion. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This play goes for 36. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New York. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Return's looking good so far. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ball finds his running back. It's A.J. Dillon. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards. You felt it the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
He's one of the greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll throw to begin this drive. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Got for big yards on the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. They're going play action. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He finds Neighbors right side. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunky yards here on 2nd and goal. Trying again, following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback, there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, cut for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
On 1st down, Hurts. Brought in inside the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 5-point first quarter lead. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he's brought down for a loss. We're 1 quarter into deciding. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, we're so often in today's game looking for this, that escapability, and I love that, getting out of harm's way. Now you just got to find a way to make the connection on the other end.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Eagles will take possession. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throat. He's got it inside the 25. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 12. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. They've got 1st down from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Into the hands of Neighbors. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Zach Bond with the tackle. They pick up one on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Bobby Okereke making that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They go to Barkley again. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Javon Holland there to make the stop. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. That's taken at the 15. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Throwing from the gun. He's got Bellinger. And looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that means 3rd down coming up. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That's caught for the first. They get 28 out of that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Here's the throw. Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they said catch. Great play. All right, set now. 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Giants in position to attempt a field goal. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Finds Hyatt. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Dory Jackson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Walker hauls it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Hurts setting up to throw. Barkley's got it. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Gonzalez is good. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the 3rd quarter. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Gets this to Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
He finds Johnson. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants bring it back to even. Gano ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. He's racing past midfield. field-flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense.
Big gain downfield. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Complete to Hyatt. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And the Giants will have a 1st down. Receiver in motion going left. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. To the air now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's really...
And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants tie this game up. Gano ready to send this away. Jackson now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. We've got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball. It connects on the deep shot. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll motion Slayton left. They'll throw to begin this drive. Neighbors with a catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Chubb brings it in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd down, they'll go with Chubb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Just a quarter left before one of... Markers reset, ball at the 37. Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Here's Chubb up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Gano ready to send this away. Wow, bringing it out from the back of the end zone here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost, that's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Goddard makes the catch. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's taken down at the 30. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to throw. Walker hauls it in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Gets this to Slayton. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They run it from the gun with Chubb. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Setting up to pass. This one's caught. He has the New York touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give to Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They run it with Saquon. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Running left, this is Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The Giants take a knee here, running out the final seconds to their victory.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And one last huge step has been taken, partner, as they claim that George Halas Trophy as NFC champions. And now just one step and one trophy remain. 2 weeks from now when they take the field in the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Philadelphia.